Hello friends, this video on Thermodynamics Part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched Part 1 before going ahead with Part 2. We will now see what is thermodynamic equilibrium. When I use the term equilibrium, you are quite familiar with this term in which you would have heard in various other topics. For example, when we used to talk about equilibrium in mechanics, what did that mean? In mechanics, equilibrium meant that if the net force or the net torque on any system is zero, net force on a system is zero, then we say that the system is in equilibrium, right? Similarly, in case of thermodynamics, when do we say that a system is in equilibrium? We say a system is in thermodynamic equilibrium when the macroscopic variables don't change with time. That means the macroscopic variables like pressure, volume, temperature, they all remain constant. They do not change with time. Then we say that the system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. So basically, when I talk of thermodynamic equilibrium, I talk of three types of equilibrium. The system should be in thermal equilibrium. The system should be in chemical equilibrium. And the system should also be in mechanical equilibrium. So what is thermal equilibrium? A system is said to be in thermal equilibrium if the temperature of the system is constant. That is, if we compare two systems, we say that the two systems are in thermal equilibrium with each other if their temperatures are same. Similarly, chemical equilibrium deals with the properties like composition. If the composition of a system does not change over time, then we say that the system is in chemical equilibrium. Similarly, when I talk of mechanical equilibrium, we mean that we talk about uniformity of pressure. Now, if a system is in thermal equilibrium, chemical equilibrium as well as mechanical equilibrium, then we say that the system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Because these three equilibriums takes care of all the macroscopic variables. So if a system is in all these three equilibriums, thermal, chemical and mechanical, that means that all the macroscopic variables of the systems are constant. So we say that the system is in thermodynamic equilibrium, right? Now, before we go ahead with further topics, there are certain basic terms which we will keep using on and off as we go ahead. For example, till now also I have used this term quite often, system. So what is system? System is a common term that we will use, and in fact which I have already used as we are going ahead with the chapter. So what is a thermodynamic system? System is nothing but it is any portion of this universe which is enclosed by some boundaries through which exchanges can take place. So when I say system, I mean any portion of the universe you can consider. For example, when I talk about the bullet being fired from the gun, we consider it as a system. That means the particular part of the universe which we are considering right now, we consider that that is one part which is enclosed by some boundary through which exchanges will take place. What is that exchange? Exchange of heat or energy will take place. So we call that particular portion of the universe as system or a thermodynamic system. So any portion of universe surrounded or enclosed by boundaries through which exchanges can take place. Now, anything other than system is referred to as surrounding. So what is surrounding? Any part of the universe which is not system. If I talk, let us suppose if I talk about a glass or a kettle consisting of hot coffee. So that particular kettle with the coffee is my system, because I am right now considering that to be a part of the universe which is enclosed by the boundaries of the kettle. So that kettle is my system. And what is my surrounding? Except that kettle, everything else is my surrounding. So for that kettle, everything else is surrounding and the kettle is the system. So this is what we use, system and surroundings, in thermodynamics. So now, having said that, we can go ahead and study some other topics. So till now, what did we study? What is thermodynamics? What is thermodynamic equilibrium? Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.